Since I'm at my home time, and I'm so early, I'm going to give you a tour of the truck. This is to help you out. It's going to be a long video, but it's how to organize, how to manipulate a very small truck into what you need it to be. So we start right off at the beginning. I needed some kind of armrest because these metal armrests are not comfortable. So I have this thing, which is good. And then this is like an extra bonus because I have the other one here on the chair arm because this chair arm is really tore up. Really tore up. I can feel the metal. So I got these two handicap chair arms and they feel great now. So I got that. One thing a trucker always needs, a good seat cushion, and that blue stuff inside is always great. And then I got a back cushion, which is doubly. So I pull this down and put that way. Very, very comfortable. So that's the beginning there. I added these lights because it's very dark in here and it comes in a 6-pack and I put them around the way. They're magnets that they stick to so you can take it off and charge it with a USB-C and it goes on the magnet there and it holds. It comes off easy, but when it's holding, it'll stay during all the bumps and everything have you. This is the remote for those and it controls all of them so I can aim at just general area. It turns on all the lights. Now, the storage is normal. Up here is where I put things that I need to get to while I'm driving. I have some gum here. I got my granola bars, some cough drops. Same here. Snacks, chips, or little cracker snacks, things like that. My gum over there. I use these bags all the time. Instead of using the bags that these things come in, make my own bags. That way I know it's going to be airtight. Eyeglasses here. Turn this light on. Eyeglasses over here. Another pair of eyeglasses. Reading glasses. Eyeglasses. You name it. Some necessities here. I got this cord here because this only has one lighter hole. And one is not enough to get the dash cam, phone, everything else. So that's right here. And I have a USB here. USB-A, USB-C. And it has these little switches. It has 3 of them. This one is for the dash cam. This one's for my phone. And this one's a third plug, which I have another box coming, which has a longer plug so I can secure it 100%. But with this, it stays right here. And that's my little air freshener. It keeps it smelling really good. Doesn't get hot. I take it out when I go to sleep or when I leave the truck. So it doesn't get hot, just in case, This is my phone holder. It's a great phone holder. If you want links to any of this, just ask for a link to whatever, because it's so many different products. I'm not putting all the links on this description. So if you want something, I'll give you a link to it and tell you where you can get it and get it at a nice discount. This is the best phone holder I've ever had. It's a Lyson. And it sticks to anything. It's a magnetic back. It'll stick to this stuff up here. It'll stick to this, uneven surfaces, things like that. And it's movable, all over 360 degree. So that's a great holder. Let's see what else we have over here. Oh, I have a hat rack right there to hold my cowboy hat, and it also will hold my hard hat. I have 2 others coming. I'm going to put 2 more in here, maybe in the back over here to be out of the way and off of the dashboard like that. Over here, I have some more snacks. This is the normal part here, snacks here. This is something I created, which every trucker knows. You take a bungee cord and you have an instant paper towel holder. I put a rubber band there because when I put the windows down, it blows down to about here. So it'll blow. So I use that and it helps hold that. That's my new Starlink. Oh yeah, Starlink Mini. Brian's got coverage. If I get a 24-pack of water, it goes down there in the front. And that's where that goes. And there's my shoes I'm about to put on. About to take these boots off. because I'm going to climb up on the bed to show you some more stuff. That tennis racket there, it's for bugs. It electronic bug zapper. I have a basket here where I keep all my things that I really need to get to pretty quick. Tire gauge, back scratcher, the basics. So you should have a lot of these little containers all over. Full size trash can. If you're a trucker, you know why you need a full size trash can. And also, you're not using little baggies. You can put real trash in there, like real food that you want to throw away. And this, as the smell stays in, it smell when I lift the top. When it's closed, it's not smelly. It's not smelly at all, which is good. If I do get food, I'm throwing it outside to the animals though. Under the seat, this is my little baggie of necessities for the truck. So it's another good storage. A little bit of tools here and cleaning and all that stuff. But a storage basket, which goes perfectly under the seat after measuring, so it's out of the way. And there's a paper towel roll back there. I had to get new triangles so I can have a set that actually works. So that's brand new back there. Another little basket. In that basket, I have some Tupperware, a couple cans of food, some chili foods, and things like that. So there's always space. You just have to figure out how to work it. That container right there is that's my cutter for bolt cutters, things like that. It's an electric cutter. Just put the battery in and cut that right off instead of having a big bolt clamps. I also have back there a nice little folding chair. When the days are nice and I want to sit outside and smoke a cigar, I got this chair so I don't have to sit down on the curb. Back here, there's also a walking stick for going out for nice walks when the weather's nice again out there. So that's another thing. So there's a lot of goodies I have hidden all over this truck. And that's it for the front. Next, we'll continue to the back. But there's always holders and places where you can put stuff. Now, this is where I really had to get creative because things just don't fit in this small truck. As you can see, there's no second bunk, which I definitely want on my truck, a second bunk for storage and in case I ever do get a visitor up there. The microwave does not fit straight, and there's no regular plug back there, so the microwave goes in sideways. I pull it out straight when I need to microwave anything. My tablet, which is my TV, I can get all the TV and movies and everything on there. This is another one for the lights, another remote. So I have this remote for the back here and then the one up front up there. So I can get to it when I'm driving or when I need to get to it regular. This is one of my pantries. I have a lot of things, my little condiments here and rice and all that. But I have space up top. All that space I can use. So that can go bags of food and more boxes of dry foods, things like that. I can go all the way up, which I was before, but I let it go since I knew I was coming home. So that's storage. Down here, I have another crate, which I have just extra stuff, tissues and what have you, little things and stands to record things, whatever. That's my cigar collection back there. I have these two, which are like humidors for the cigars, except those glass humidors are not meant to travel. These are meant to travel, and they hold very good. And there's all my cigar accessories. Back there's a little travel cigar case and, the water that's needed or whatever and baggies or whatever. But this has become a cigar pocket. I hopped all over my cooler. This is the cooler I have. It's a 42 quart, I believe. Has a control. I can control it on through the phone as well. Plugs in cigarette lighter or the plug. I think I have it on the plug back here. And it holds a lot. I could do this as refrigerator and all this is freezer, but I don't have a lot to put in the freezer. and I don't want to freeze out my regular stuff because I have no refrigerator in this truck. So I manage. I get refrigerated foods, not freezer foods, and then I put the refrigerated in. They can last forever, really. Freezer foods, not so much. 2 or 3 days and you're done. On this side, my shirts, extra hangers, my big winter coat, clothes, my tops, not my bottoms. Except right here, there's a pair of sweatpants that I could wear when it's semi cool or I just want to be cool or relax cool. And this is big for me is staying clean, staying needy. These are vitamins, just regular vitamins. This is bed spray that makes it Dr. Teal's bed spray. Smells really good and it gives you good dreams. It's wild. If I don't put it on, I don't remember my dreams. If I spray it before I go to sleep, I remember my dreams and I have some pretty vivid dreams. This is a cup I use for brushing my teeth. My teeth is right. Toothbrush, an automatic toothbrush, which you only have to charge maybe once every 3 or 4 months. All that goes right there. Comb and a brush there. This is my facial cleanser. I use this to, besides just soap and water, this thing will clean your pores right out. I need to update that. A phone charger over here. And this is pretty neat. In this phone holder, I have my medication, underarms, everything. Extra toothbrush, headache pills, eye drops, spray, lotion. Over here, I have my little nasal inhalers and extra toothpaste over here, razor there, things for cuts or abrasions. The little AD for cuts or abrasions, things like that. Up top, I have more cases here, band-aids, everything you need. You can fit in here for overnight. And that just goes right on in there with everything else. On the bottom, I have more of my cleaning necessities. And I have another. And what these are, this is the one for my eyes. It's regular wet wipes in here for my eyes, ears, nose, all that. Then I have a good cleaning ones. These are like washcloths. They don't break like regular wet wipes. You can't put your finger through them. You really got to do some work to get them. They're really supposed to be makeup removers, I believe, is what I look for. But I use this and I put the cleanser on there. And what it does is, cleans like a washcloth. Cleans you very deep and good. This is B-Bird. This is what I use to clean my ears. It's an earwax thing. It goes in your ears and you can see it through your phone. So you can see exactly what wax needs to come out. And you can actually grab that wax and take it out. This is awesome. These are bath wipes. These are, they're already pre-moistened. They're wet. But it's even better when I use this, which is my foam soap. And I spray this foam soap on this thing, and both sides will get your whole body. You can do the lower half of one side and the upper half with the other side, and it's a bath. It's a shower. A sponge bath. It's great. This is another thing I have to clean ears, but I don't use it as much as I used to because I have the automatic beeper. But this, you put this in your ear, that little thing, and you turn it like a mine. And it just goes all the way in, cleans everything out, and you pull it out and it comes right out. And these are additional teeth holders for these. Each one, it just goes in your ear like a mine shaft. And they work really well. But once you do the B-Bird and you get to see the wax coming, you get to see the wax and go for the wax. And it's a big difference when you get that. You don't want to use anything else. Here I have some extras. I have one of these in my day bag in there, but I have an extra of my Gold Bond powder. I have deodorant spray there, hair stuff, the regular shaver, colognes, Pepto-Bismol. Needed that the other night, a couple of nights ago, not the other night. Some freeze for the pain and the muscle pains, big lotion, Somebody left this cologne in the truck I was in, and I got it. And then I looked it up. It's called Fierce Abercrombie and Fitch. This thing is like $130 uh, cologne, which I wouldn't pay for. And I got when I got it, it was almost full. Now, yeah, I've used a bit up. It was when I saw this in the truck and I found it, it was like up here. So I've used about a third of it, but I use it sparingly because I mean $130 a bottle. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just country, but I can't pay that much for cologne. I I mean I just can't pay that much for cologne. There's no excuse. This is water. I use it. It's a spray. So if I want to spray myself real quick to assist with the shower I'm taking, the sponge bath I'm taking, that's for that. This is another thing for hair. I have a mirror here, so I can put multiple mirrors up if I need to. So that's a big storage area. As I said, the cleaning part is very important to me because I am not going to be a dirty truck driver. So that just barely fits in there. But again, more containers that are necessary. I also have another cabinet down here, and this one I have my sneakers down there for when I want to go for long walks. That bag is full of electronic wires and cables and connections, things like that. Back there, I have a steam iron, and it's a steam iron, not a regular iron. It's really good. I'm gonna bring that with me for my button shirts today, or when I go home. And I have more space. I can put more stuff back there if I want. Those are some night vision binoculars. They're really good. Especially being a Timu product. I can't believe I got night vision glasses. Most of the time I don't get to use them, but I was in the forest the other day, facing the forest, and I was able to zoom in and I saw some raccoons and some squirrels running around, and I saw one deer walking through there, so that was pretty cool. But that's just another storage area. And then as we go up, this is where my creativity really came about. I got this thing here, and it's all strapped in, and it works really good for all kinds of food, all my dry food, and it looks great. It works great. It fell one time, and that's when I realized I needed to get something to block up the front. I got this bar here. This is a bar for like a truck bar, and it'll go down to about 14 inches and up to this one goes up to about 40 inches, and it's strong. I mean, it's not moving. It helps hold everything. It's very simple. You crank it up and just pump this after, and it gets tight. I mean, and it doesn't have to be straight. These are adjustable, both these legs. So I was going to use this as for more shirts to hang up or something, then use that cabinet for something else. But then I came up with this idea. Another basket here. This is my cooking supplies for my air fryer right there, and this is all full of bread. Have you noticed that bread doesn't expire anymore? You can just keep it forever. Ooh, I don't know how good that makes it. My air fryer here, very easy to get to. I just release this valve, and I pull the air fryer out, and I have that with a band around it. So all this holds really well. And that's what you do when you don't have a lot of space. You come up with ways to do something. That there is one of my favorite ones because it's nice. It doesn't look bad. And it holds a lot of food and cans and what have you in there. So and that's bungees. Bungees right around there. Down there is a tray that I got. And the legs, they fold down, but only if you take the screws out of the side there, out of this pole. And I don't want to do that every time I want to use it. So I have it there, and it's in its little spot. It's a big tray. It has 3 angles it'll fold down to. And it's right there and doesn't bother me or anything. Doesn't bother anything. So it's a good spot. And I have the bungees there, which are holding the legs up, holding it back so it doesn't make... I don't like a lot of noise when I'm driving. I don't want to hear, and jingling and jangling. So everything's got to be tight. Everything's got to be secure because there's many times, I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but it's nice to drive with no music, no sound, no radio, and just let it play. This is my bag. I can put like a week's worth of clothes in there. It stays underneath, which we're going to go. And I do have these lights. Besides these lights still, turn them all on over here. I have one. Oh, these. That's what happens when it needs to be charged. It turns off, turns on, turns off. So that those three need to probably be charged. Let's see. Yeah, all of them. So I'll charge them up when I get back. But it really lights up when it does. This I have. It's a switch right here. This is plugged in, so I don't want the music lights. Let's see. Bright white light. There we go. And you get the bright white light. And I ran it all around here, all around the top half. So that works out really good. Now I'm going to show you under the bed. Since I don't have over the bed storage, I have under the bed storage. These are the things that I don't get to much because I don't like having to lift the bed. And I hold it up because there's the other end of the tray. If I remove the tray, then the bed will stay up on its own with these arms, but I don't, so it doesn't. But there's my dirty clothes. That's another day bag, so I use that bag and my duffel bag, and I'm able to hold everything. The top looks like a lotion top or something. Back there, I have my blower. Every truck driver, drive in, get yourself a blower so you don't have to sweep out the trailer anytime. Down here, I have there's my drone, and I have a 360 camera that I use sometimes. That stays there. This space is where the bag was. Extra Kleenex that I need to pull out or whatever, bungee cords. And then another container. As I said, get yourself containers. And I put the extras in here. This is for hair cutting. This is a printer. I use my own printer. Extra wet wipes here. I didn't know I had them. Don't have to get wet wipes. Great. These are the little lights that came. But whatever you have extras that you want to put that in the storage. And it's all about space. Making space. This is my downstairs. That's all the truck stuff over there. But it's all about making extra space. This is it's a 3000 inverter, which is great. I have it through a extension cord there. Comes out right there to a strip. And then I use this one when I want to put the microwave on or the cooler stays on it and all that. So, what's stuck? There we go. So that's it. It's all about making space on what you got and what you can do. Hopefully this helps somebody and gives you some ideas of how you can relate and get your truck all straight to be your little home. This is my little apartment, and that's what we have. Take care, everybody.